The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway.
Hang in there now, hang in there now. 82, 82.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Right here.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Sunday.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards.
Black, come on.
Wentz now on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
81.
The throw is Wentz. Caught right side, Tate. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Alshon Jeffrey, 30 yards. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game.
Quarter. Set. Wide 80.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
AB. You got 3 down. 8.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 down. Snickers, you got to spin.
On third down, here's Bell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
All right, here we go. Corner. We got 3, fellas. Set. Blue 30. Go. Motion. Snickers, 66.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here we go.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, let's go. Hey, 4 down.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Double tight. Odd. 5 down.
A give to Bell. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. Look at this spin.
Balance.
Throw right side, taken in by Wallace. 23 yards on the play.
Come on now. At least 5-7.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. Jay's gonna go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, 52 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out come the Steelers. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we got him set up so well to play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Double tight. 8. 5.
Running game working that stick into the first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them. Not much space to run with.
Bell. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Double tight. Odd. 5 down.
The give is the Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down.
4 down.
They'll try and run for the Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
4 down.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Flush to him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mike Tomlin takes a shot. Here, but to no avail. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working for the gun. Wentz. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
4 down, check.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mike 34. Hey, great 15, great 15.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle.
On the ball.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ramp. Sunday. Double dog. That's the way. Great. Check 4. 25. Check 25. Ram.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Hey, great 15.
Wentz now to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Safety's creeping. Slam. Hey, great 15.
Wentz going to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pick up there on 20 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Lion. Black, come on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Let's go. Double tight. Double tight. Snickers, you got to spin. You got 4. Set. Black 20. Snickers. Snickers.
Again, it's Bell. And rally to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, the second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, let's go. Double tight. AB.
This is Bell. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Jack 16. Hey. We got 3. We got the set. White 80. Double bump. Check it out.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Double. AB.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Hey, boys, we got set. White 80. 84. Who's getting
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Go.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Eight. Set.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Roethlisberger to his big target, James, all 6-7 of him for a Steeler 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
All right, now.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. They get it to him running left, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Black.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Great 15. Gold.
And the blitz does come. And Tate's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets away from 1. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, Lou. 34's the mic, 34's Liz. Ram. I smell fear in that offense. Man 5-7. Shorty. Down and man inside, down and man.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Great 15. Watch number 86. Hey, Ram.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Bud Dupree in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football. When we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time, the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with them. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Set.
Now Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
4 down.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Double tight. Hey! 4 down. Snickers, you got to spin.
Running game working. He'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Roethlisberger to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
On 3rd down, it's Bell, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. beats it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
Okay, baby, I see you. Double tight. Hey, we are knocking.
Here's Bell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
4 down. Check.
Now Bell. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Hey, that's it. Black 80.
They'll try and run it into Bell. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Great.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.